Ay, ay. As we are now loading into Dragon Scales, Ellie. And we are looking at the blue player representing himself and his stream. Coming from the United States, it is the one and only, the Terran, Dolan.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Dragon Scales, we have his opponent. We have the American Zerg representing Team Gosu. It is Prototype.
I like the comment in the chat from Disrespect. Don't worry about it, everyone loves Dolan.
Exactly. Who the hell doesn't love Dolan? Aye. Speaking of disrespect, mate,
Huh?
why don't I see you on the bracket?
There were quite a few names who didn't check in today, I will
True.
say.
I'm pretty sure I saw disrespect on the bracket earlier, but after the check-ins, some players aren't here. Spurge feels bad, man.
I know at least one player who Sugar did say that they couldn't be back home in time, so you know that happens. But yeah, there were a few more players on the bracket before I refreshed it, so I wonder what happened there.
Yeah. Regardless, you know, shout out to the players that are here, of course, and there are quite a number of them. This qualifier isn't going to be easy, and I mean, we can see even here, Dolan versus Prototype is going to be a bit of a banger. I'm curious as to how Dolan is going to end up playing here.
Hold on, I need to check something. I need to hold on. Hold the fort. Hold. Are you holding?
What are you checking?
So Disrespect was not playing because he's invited.
Oh, Disrespect is invited?
Yes. I just double checked that, but Disrespect is one of the 8 invited players for the first season.
There you
together
go.
with Blisk, Ruichi, Trigger, Future, Vindicta, Zero, and Uko.
There you go. I have to eat my own words. You know, Disrespect. Didn't sign up. Didn't check in. Didn't need to. There you go.
Yeah. There you go. See, you just have to qualify that you don't need to qualify. Wait, what?
Exactly. So yeah, it's good to see. Definitely. Oh boy, as we are going to be getting into this game, so far nothing too crazy. Hatchcast cool out of our Zerg player. Ooh, Dolan overextends a little bit with his Reaper and will lose it across the map.
Yeah, unfortunate for Dolan definitely, but so far so good. I don't think this CC will be denied, but we will see how that goes as the Zerglings are on the way, but there is a Marine to help there.
Yeah, now that the Reaper is dead, it means that Prototype should be moving out across the map with his Lings to try and get a scout off and figure out what the Terran is up to. We can see it is going to be a 1-1-1 opener. The third CC is going to be delayed here, so Dolan is looking to be a little bit more aggressive in this game 1.
Okay, we'll see how that goes for him. As for Prototype, you know, just the regular things, just getting his third base, running up, getting the link speed. Nothing out of ordinary yet. I wonder when he's gonna get in for an Overlord scout, if at all.
Yeah, we have an Overlord at the natural and one in the main as well. He's going to be diving on in just to try and get confirmation of what is going on. The Hellions do reveal themselves, so Prototype is aware of at least the 1-1-1 opener. He's just trying to get eyes on whether or not it was a third CC or not, and he is about to get confirmation.
For sure in the chat, don't disrespect.
There you go.
Oh no.
The puns, Papi, they continue. Oh, and I love this from
they
Dolan.
can be worse.
Yeah, I love this from Dolan. I remember talking to him about this because he would do this again when he was competing for the CranKy Ducklings as well, where he disguises his opener here. He starts up Cloak just for show with no intention of going for Banshees.
Either way, that was so close. The Overlord dying and the Liberator popping up. I actually don't know if Prototype could have seen that, but I think it was like a half a second too late.
Yeah, and we see Spores on the way. One in the main, one here at the third base as well. The Liberator is making its way across the map. It will be spotted by this Overlord, so Prototype should be able to respond in time. At the same time, we do have a fleet of 8 Hellions that are going to be threatening.
A flock of Hellions. Yes. As they run straight into the base, their drones are trying to run away, but actually the queen will be able to hold us back.
Yeah, honestly, because there are a lot of links across the map, these Hellions, they can just dive in anyway. Liberator does siege up in the main base. A drone's already going to be going down, and these Hellions are going to roast up all these links.
Yeah, there's no surround coming here, and the drones are in danger. 10 of them falling down already. The Zerglings do bite through the wall, so they will be starting to do damage on the other side of the map, but we'll see who can take more.
Yeah, because you know what? All these links go down. The Hellions, they just go straight into the natural base as well. There is nothing to stop them. Prototype was droning, and he's going to be punished for his greed.
Yeah, nice block with the evolution chamber to defend the drones. This is some really nice micro from Prototype there, but still a lot of drones are falling down, and more will.
No, the drones have been left idle, and everything is going to get roasted in the main base. Oh my god, this is borderline game-ending damage.
Yeah, that was a really nice drive in by Dolan. He first used the Liberator to chase the drones away, and then the Hellions just finished them off, as Prototype didn't really have time to pull them back to work.
Aye, exactly. Prototype, if he so chose, so he could have, again, just continued to make lings just in case the Hellions did dive in. He should have recognized how much danger he was in, but no, he just kept droning anyway. He still wanted to be greedy, and he has lost 32 drones in total. 32. Ugh.
Funnily enough, they're very close on the drone count currently, on the worker count, but losing that many drones is definitely gonna hurt.
Well, you say they're close, but at this point, the Zerg player should be ahead of the Terran right now.
Yeah.
And because they aren't, Dolan does have a pretty big economic advantage. Third base is going to get taken. And behind this, we do see a bit of a follow-up. You know, we have 5 Raxes in total. Third base is being thrown down. Like, everything is looking quite good here for our Terran.
We will be getting that biotime, which is quite usual for Terrans still. That armor in the wall as well, why not?
Yeah, Armory is on the way. Prototype right now, he's trying to recover. He's trying to lick his wounds, you know, with that 4th hatchery, with nothing but droning. But all these drones, again, we could already be in a situation where we have lings in production. You know, we've reached the 7-minute mark soon. Dolan is going to be pushing out, and we need, you know, a standing army.
Yes, indeed. This double drop is getting ready to do some damage or clear some creep at the very least, and Prototype is working on upgrades. He's getting his Banelingness, he's getting the Zerglings, but yeah, will he have enough by the time the push comes?
That's the question. The other interesting thing is that Prototype doesn't have a lot of queens either. He's got 4 queens to his name. That's enough to inject. That's not enough to really respread this creep. He hasn't been rebuilding the queens that he has lost earlier, so any creep tumors that we clean up, it's unlikely that Prototype's going to be able to replace them.
Yeah, like those inches will be very important, and these Banings don't have speed yet, so they will be quite easy. Ooh, I think they connected with a few Marines there, though.
Yeah, 2 Marines did go down. We do see Prototype trying to go for a bit of a counterattack, but we have reinforcements back at home. The counterattack isn't really going to be able to do too much, and now it is Dolan's time to push. And look at the army supply difference.
He's moving out with all these tanks, with all these Marines, and the Baneling speed is still not done, and it will be finished soon, but I don't know if it will be soon enough to help with this fight.
Yeah, Dolan is up, what, 50 armies supply. Jesus Christ, with these tanks, with these Marines, with these medevacs. Banelings are rolling in from behind, but Baneling speed isn't done yet.
I mean, they are catching a bit of reinforcements, but I don't think those are very efficient trades there. And now the army of Dolan is setting up on these bridges, and this is a lot of Banelings, but this can be dealt with.
Oh god, it can be dealt with. Here we go. Nice spread here from Dolan. So many Banelings do go down, and Prototype is going to be losing this hatchery. He's going to try and muster a defense. He goes for a Ling run by at the same time, but he gets cleaned up.
Yeah, and the tanks are spread out really nicely, so none of the Zerglings can even reach them. There actually isn't a lot of Marines in this army anymore, but the reinforcements are joining in, and the drones will fall.
Yeah, the drones are falling. GG gets called, and Dolan will take game number 1. Oh, GG.
GG. So no crazy builds this game, just, you know, Just really good play from Dolan there.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like crazy builds, I mean, we did see a little bit of a cheeky move with the fake out of
Mhm.
the Banshee. That's very Dolan-esque, very
Sure.
Dolan-esque. But outside of that, it was pretty straightforward. It was very impressive there from Dolan. Prototype again, just a little bit too greedy. Those Hellions just got out of hand.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Prototype was defending so well until he wasn't. like it was going. Like sure, he did lose quite a bit of draws, but like he was building these Evo chambers and stuff, and like he did defend quite a lot of them,
Mhm.
and then he didn't, and then all of them burned. Also, hello, Migs in the
Hello,
chat.
Miguelito. Hello.
Yes, please, donation and subscription support. We
Ah.
appreciate. This is a meme from Migs stream. But anyway, we are loaded into Ancient Cistern, and we are looking at the winner of previous game. The former Pato, but also a duck, because he is a duck by himself. The Pluterian, Dolan.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have his opponent. We have the American Zerg player representing Team Gosu. It is Prototype. But yeah, thank you so much, Vindicta. Thank you for the kind messages. It has been quite a marathon, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for this afternoon, because ESL Open Cup Asia is in 3, 5, 7 hours. So after we finish casting NA Apprentice Cup, I'm gonna try and get as much sleep as possible. Try and sleep
And by as much, you mean like 2 hours?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and sleep as much as I can, and then wake up in time to cast some ESL Asia, some Korean StarCraft.
And then sleep for like 12 hours straight.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. And speaking of being so good, massive shout out to Just Jordan in the chat. I believe he was casting the Sniper StarCraft League, the Ukrainian league that has been running for the past couple of weeks, for the past over a month now. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the support. I hope you had a great cast.
Yeah, he's saying that he's coming from the Ukrainian Cupcast. It's really interesting to see that tournament being hosted there by Sniper. Really nice to see.
Yeah, definitely. Sniper has been trying to do a lot for the scene, for the community. He's mainly been focusing on some amateur events, but for him to go as far as to host a league for the Ukrainian scene, it's a great endeavor, and I definitely wish him the best. It's definitely something worth checking out, because there's some great players in Ukraine. We have a lot of love for Night Phoenix. I know Night Phoenix is doing quite well for himself, but there are definitely many others in Ukraine as well. Ooh.
Night Phoenix the cat there.
Yeah.
Shaking my head. I just look. I ever since the whole cat girl thing, I just can't look at Night Phoenix seriously. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong. I like him. It's just so funny.
Yeah. These goddamn Zoomers. Oh god, as we do see this time Dolan being a little bit more careful with his Reaper. This time he doesn't lose it, just gonna be dancing on the edge of creep. Once again, Dolan does go for the 1-1-1.
Yeah, looks like it may be his go-to in this situation, this matchup. But we see if he goes for the same thing again with the Liberator and all.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned because we are in Ancient Cistern, a much larger map overall, and Dolan has been known to play mech. Game 1, of course, we saw him flaunt his bio with his bio tank, but there it is. Oh
Let's
boy.
go. Alright, so how much do you want to sleep? Because it looks like maybe here why.
Yeah, so Dolan is going for a BC opener, and this is indicative of mech. Mech is a very common transition from here. So Dolan going for a bit of a long one. Meanwhile, the Reaper gets sniped, and the Reaper did not scout the fact that Prototype is going for his own all-in.
Okay, Light, listen. What if he goes full air Terran? He's already working on a Banshee, and he's getting that fusion core.
Yeah.
What if he goes air Terran?
So this is a very smart way to play BC opener. He is making a Banshee. If you wait and go for a BC first, then you won't have that much to defend against the Roaches. He does have a Banshee, so he's playing this safe, and the Hellions are gonna scout the Roaches.
Ooh, very nicely done. And once again, the Hellions are getting into the natural base, and they are gonna be roasting a lot of drones, but all of the Hellions are being cleaned up, so it is a bit of a trade-off.
Yeah, and it was a very important scout as well. And here we go, Dolan is preparing back at home. The Banshee's going to be moving on forward here to meet the army and to chip away at those Roaches as quickly as he can. Again, Prototype is all in. He lost a lot of drones, so his all in is going to be a little bit weaker as a result. But regardless, he is looking to straight up end the game. He's looking to bust down this wall.
Ooh, the Bannings are getting ready, and the Roaches are here. I mean, this one Banshee is not enough to stop all of them, but it will definitely lower the numbers. But now the Bannings are here, and the bust is coming.
Yeah, the bust is coming. The Bailey's do connect with the SCVs. We do have a bunker on the low ground. We have a third CC. BC is on the way, but as you pointed out, there just isn't a lot here to defend. Dolan caught with his pants down. Caught trying to get a third up and running. He's going to be forced to just give up the natural at least.
Yeah, the numbers just weren't quite there for Dolan. I mean, he will... It's technically possible that he will hold this, but I think he will suffer a lot of losses, so I don't know if he will be able to come back from this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, again, Prototype doesn't have a lot of drones, so as long as you don't lose too many SCVs, we can recover. We do have a bit of a citizen's arrest as Dolan's worker count is getting lower and lower, but... Oh, no, never mind. He lost the third CC. That was a kill.
Yeah, also you said that if he doesn't lose a lot of SCVs, and he lost 22.
I mean, that's fine. Like, if he was able to hold on to 24 workers and have a third orbital, he would be perfectly fine. But he's going to be losing even more SCVs.
Yeah. The Lynx are in the main base. They are chopping down these SCVs. Just a few of them survived. The BC is on the other side of the map doing damage, but I don't know if this is enough.
Yeah, Dolan definitely could have made the defensive reality here. Unfortunately, that is not the world that we live in. Regardless, so that one BC killed 2 queens and is taking control of the main base and the natural. A lot of drones are going down.
Yeah, it looks like just last game, the Prototype does not have a lot of queens, so actually he doesn't have a lot of defenses, but this BC is taking a lot of damage.
It's taking a lot of damage, but the goal here is to take control of the main base. The queen is going to be going down. Prototype is on 1 base economy right now.
Yeah, so basically both players crippled each other's economies, and in the end, Dolan will be victorious.
Wow, the 1 BC Prototype taps out. He doesn't believe that he can ever deal with it, and Dolan takes the series 2-0.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna fight a bit earlier, but I guess, I mean, you know, Prototype didn't have a lot, and like all his tech was in the main base as well, I think, or in the natural, so it was also under the control of the BC. So I guess he didn't think he can bring it back.
Yeah. And to be fair, dealing with the BC is a very difficult thing to do. And my apologies, this is a best of 5, not a best of 3. So the series is
true.
Yeah,
This is the qualifying match.
It is a qualifying match, so the series is going to be continuing here. But wow, Dolan clutching it out in the end. Great decision making with that BC, and 1 BC. It's all you need sometimes. It's all you need.
And while we're getting ready for the next game, I want to give a quick shout out to Megs or Megs. I mean, it is spelled with an E, for donating $10 with a message. I know it's not much, but I appreciate all the hard work you guys put in.
Thank you so much. Is that Migs? Is that...
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, but Vidicta was speaking in the chat before, so I can only assume it is Migs.
He was. Whether it's Migs, whether it's Megs, thank you so much for the $10. We do appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Gracias.
I mean, I would say like every bit counts. It doesn't matter if it's a lot or little. Every bit always counts. Like when it all adds up in the end, it matters.
It does. It does.
But it's time for another game. We're looking at the base of our blue Terran, currently on match point, just one win away from qualifying for this season of NA Apprentice. It is from the United States, presenting himself, the Duck, Dolan.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of altitude, we have his opponents. We have the American Zerg player representing Team Gosu. It is Prototype.
Chat is catching up to the end of last game.
Yeah, the 1BC, Papi, the 1BC.
I'm glad to see the chat is as confused as we were.
Oh my! Look, the power. Look. Maybe it's just a Zerg thing, okay? But you guys have to understand, okay? BCs
Maybe it's
are
like
insane.
it's like PTSD.
Uh-huh.
It's like PTSD. You see the BC and like, no, there's no way.
And
I'm leaving.
The problem with last game as well, Dolan, he doesn't just have a 2-0 lead. In game 2, he didn't just win the game. He also broke. I feel like he attacked the mental of Prototype.
Yeah, he was the mindset.
It's not good. So hopefully Prototype is able to recover. Hopefully he's able to take a breath and take a moment to himself here, getting into our next game. We are on altitude. This is supposed to be a really good map here for Zerg, just to gain map control, just to go into the late game as well. So hopefully he's able to do so here.
Yeah, we'll see. And we'll also see if Dolan will once again go for the same opening as before. If once again he's gonna go for... I mean, look, the build went different way, but he seems to like starting with the Hellions and, you know, getting a lot of damage that way. And we'll see if that's gonna be once again the case.
Yeah, we shall see. As for the time being, we do have... yeah, pretty standard setup overall. Hatch gas pool from Prototype. We do see the Reaper just dipping in, trying to do some damage, and he does force at least some cancelled buildings.
Yeah, definitely. Always something. And he will see that third base being made as well.
Up!
With the Reaper.
Oh.
It survives, just barely.
Just barely the Reaper is able to get the hell out of there, and we are going to be able to get into our openers. Oh my god! Speaking of mech.
Right, what is this? What am I looking at?
Oh boy, we see the beginnings here of a battle mech opener. Dolan, with a very cheeky positioning of his second factory, is going to be looking to try and keep this hidden and safe from the Overlord Scout.
Yeah, it looks like Prototype is also taking his time with the Overlord scouting, or maybe the timings have changed since I last was thinking about that, but I would think that you would already want to scout by this time.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, for the time being, the Overlord should be looking to go in. And there we go. You can see the rally here is going into the main base. But with this patrolling Marine, the Overlord will be denied access in towards the deeper regions of this base. So Prototype's going to be in the dark, and this may catch him off guard. This may surprise him.
See, the sad part for Prototype is that if he sent the Overlord just straight from where it was, it wouldn't be attacked by the Marine. But he just walks it straight into the trap.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's sad.
We'll see if the DPS of one Marine is going to be enough to kill this Overlord before it sees the second factory. It's going to be close, but nah, it looks like the Overlord should be able to get confirmation.
Yeah, this one factory is much closer than the one hidden behind the gas. And with the Cyclone being out as well, I feel like Prototype has a pretty good idea. But regardless, the Hellions are here.
The Hellions are here. We have to be very careful if we are Dolan. We don't want to get surrounded. We don't want to get caught off guard. Here we go. The Lings do come in for a wraparound, but ooh, the Hellions slip past.
Yeah, the wraparound was like in the middle of nowhere. There was no wall to wrap it against, so the Hellions were able to escape with their lives, and they may even get into the natural.
Yeah, they're just diving all the way in. We have 16 Lings in production, but they're still in production. The drones are lining up. No! No!
Yeah, they're lining up. Lining up again in their escape. 10 of them in total will go down. All of the Hellions go down as well. So once again, a bit of a trade-off, but a lot of damage from on the side of Prototype.
It really is a lot of damage. Prototype trying to make some use out of these Lings. He's going for a bit of a counterattack, but he's running into a wall of Hellions and Cyclones.
Yeah, so these Lynx will not be able to do anything, at least not yet. Blue Flame is on the way as well, so the roasting of drones will be much more effective with the next run-bys, but let's see if Prototype can hold what is coming right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Prototype, what does he have to defend? Right now, he's just busy re-droning his bases, resaturating his bases because he lost so many earlier. As a result, he doesn't really have too much of an army. He's got Queens and Lings, but honestly, not that many. 8 more Lings are on the way, and thankfully for Prototype, Dolan is taking this slow, is just clearing up some creep.
Yeah, the good news is Prototype has many more queens than he had previously. He has 6 in total. Yeah, it's not ideal, but still, like, that's much better than the previous games. But with this army, if it gets more and more reinforced, it will be hard to fight back without proper army.
It really will be. I mean, oh boy, as more factories are thrown down, we have our third base on the way for Dolan. And with the power of these Cyclones, okay, we have some lock-ons on these Overlords instead, but this third base is under threat, and I don't know if Prototype can protect this.
Oh, Prototype is going for Hydras.
Okay, it's something you don't really see too often. Dolan, he abandons the third because he's going back home to defend his own. A nice Ling counterattack here is going to buy Prototype a little bit of time to get into Ling Bane Hydra.
Actually, he's getting an infestation pit as well. Do you think he's just going straight into Hive Lurkers?
Maybe. I imagine this is for infestors. Infestors are
Okay,
honestly
okay.
at times pretty necessary to fungal and lock down this very mobile army. But before that happens, the queens are getting locked on, and every single queen is going to go down.
Yeah, the queens are going down, the Lynx are not here, and straight up, GG is called.
Wow. GG, well played. Dolan takes the series 3-0, and this time we can say with confidence that he's going to be qualifying for the NA Apprentice.
Yeah. From what I can see, he's actually the last person to qualify from the upper bracket because we already have results for the other matches. So, the other players to qualify are Epic, Maples, or Maples, and Reaper.